Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Miller Law. It's the PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real2reel360. KYs.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Let's get it in. We do the knowledge and wisdom so you can understand. Real360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to porn. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Miller Law. Mr. PhD.
Peace to all our followers, likers, and subscribers. This is a double header today. We got it going on today. But this interview right here has been a long-awaited interview. This young lady, I've been on her neck before the AMG Awards. She sings like no other. You hear me? Like, I've saw videos of her singing before I actually got an opportunity to see and hear her sing at the AMG Awards brunch. This young lady will blow your speakers out the wall. Do you hear me? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste no more time. I'm finna bring in the one and only Miss Elle Jai. Let's go. How you doing tonight, sweetheart? How you doing?
Hey.
When I tell you I've been waiting on this interview, I've been waiting on this interview right here. I talked to Verge about you. I talked to Sweet Lou about you. That's how you really got on my radar. Is Sweet Lou from SRJR Productions.
That's bae.
Yeah, man.
Shout out.
She definitely is in your corner. When I tell you she's in your corner, she's in your corner. She told me out her own mouth, you are the baddest singer she's ever heard.
I am a fan. Me and Lou just we clicked from the day we met. It was.
I tell you, but can you give people like a brief overview of who you are as an artist?
I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. No. I am Elle Jai. Even though I know everybody want to call me Ella, it ain't Ella. That's somebody's grandma. It ain't me. But I am Elle Jai, born and raised, Mississippi bred, cornbread fed.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I have honestly, I would love to say I've been singing since I was a kid, but I have not. I did start singing about maybe 12, 13 teenage years, but I started getting paid to do this around in my early 20s. So hence the name Elle Jai Official, because they say that once you get paid to do it, it's official. It's a wrap.
It's official.
And it's a blessing and a curse, but I've been doing this thing, grinding in this music game for about almost 20 years now. So I know I don't look old enough, but I'm.
No, you definitely don't. You definitely don't.
I've earned my keep.
Now, you know, everybody know I'm partial to Mississippi artists for one reason or another. You know what I mean? Everybody knows it. What part of the SIP are you from?
I was born in Laurel, Mississippi. But because I was grateful enough or blessed enough to travel everywhere, I have people everywhere. Stephanie Luckett, Larry Johnson, Rita Brent, all like we all get it out the mud. Those are all my people. I love every last one of them. And yeah, we built different.
Definitely, Mississippians are definitely built different. And Kay, I know you dipped this interview today because she's from Mississippi. He's in the comments right now. You know what I'm saying? He dipped this interview today because, man, listen, Mississippi is in the building. Yes.
Oh, dang.
Yes, because you know, my people's from the Delta. You know, my people's from the Delta. You know what I'm saying? Winona, Lodi, Greenwood, Grenada. You know what I mean? That's all my area right off in that area. You know what I mean? So I show nothing but love for the SIP. Look at him. Not all. Because see, he met you at the
I'm an ATV rolling. So that's the vicinity right there. them cities you gotta know, you know, everybody don't know about those spots.
No, they don't know about them little hole in the walls. Now, growing up, who was the artist that you listened to growing up?
Whitney Houston.
Wow.
I got my first karaoke machine as a child, and back in the day when they used to have the cassette tapes with the lyrics as the insert inside. Yeah. I learned her music. I listened to it every day. And believe it or not, I did listen to Tina Turner growing up.
Coming from the SIP, I can believe that.
Yeah, and I'm a country girl, so I did like country music. Shania Twain was my all-time favorite artist. But yeah, the greats. I grew up listening. I grew up under some seasoned people, so I grew up listening to a lot of the blues, the old school Stevie Wonders, all of the iconic legends. So yeah,
now
my appreciation is a little different than most.
With your artist development, in the journey within 20 years, what stands out the most to LJ?
With me,
what stands out the most in your journey? Your grit.
Oh, yeah, my grit. And I say that both musically as well as physically. For me, baby, this journey as you can imagine, I have gone through probably everything under the sun.
Right.
Just keeping it a buck. So however, it didn't stop me. It honestly moved me forward in ways that I possibly could not have done on my own. And even when I hit the stage, most of the performances or the songs that I sing, I usually am tried by them first. Or show day, anybody on my team can tell you, show day is going to be chaotic. Everything that can go wrong is going to go wrong. However, that's how I know it's going to be a phenomenal show. So when I get on stage, like, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Even if I'm singing about something I've never even experienced before, even if I'm singing Mary J. Blige, I'm going down. And I ain't never had to go down that bad. However, I get on stage, you're going to feel it. It's an experience.
Now, when you get ready for a show, what is the preparation like for you?
It is an entire ritual. So the week of the show or before the show, and shout out to Byron Thomas, the greatest MD ever. After I do a rehearsal, after that rehearsal, he's gonna give me strict instructions to be on vocal rest. I'm on complete vocal rest. So even if I need to rehearse the songs, I can only rehearse them by lip syncing. I can't do any dairy. I can barely do meats, no alcohol, not being around any kind of smoking. There's a lot of things that I can and cannot eat, cannot drink, cannot go. I have to get my rest. I still have to incorporate, those different rehearsals, all the rehearsals and the ripping and running that I have to do. And the day of the show, I literally have to minimize all stress, as much stress as possible. The same rules still apply in regards to my dietary restrictions. I can't even I can do a shot, but it'll have to be just one little shot before a show, depending on the show. But I mean, even down to the type of water that I can and cannot have. It's a whole ritual. And it's not due to spiritual beliefs or anything like that. It's honestly due to the way my voice is made. Because I have a powerful voice, it's way more fragile. So something as simple as eating dairy before a show or drinking the wrong water, like if you bring me the wrong bottled water, it will literally strip my voice. I will not have a voice to perform a show. So
now, Kay is in the comments screaming hot seat. And, when we do the hot seat, that means, something a cappella. He's screaming hot seat, right?
Okay.
But I don't, if you're not up to it tonight, you know what I'm saying? I understand, but that voice is beautiful. It is.
I'm up to it, but Kay Wise is the one that's sick. So is he up to it? He is not me. Listen, I'm not new to the game. I'm true to the game. So I
say it again.
I'm not new to the game. I'm true to the game.
Say that. I tell you, he said he's up to it. He says he's up to it. So I'm going to hold off on that right quick, right? Okay. Because I have a question about when you talk to younger artists or newer artists that are coming into the game and you get to explaining to them your journey when it comes down to the business, the professionalism and understanding of the business. What are some of the things that you really say to them, like really sit down and talk to them about?
Be humble and learn the business. Learn the business. In my experience, and I will say, like, there's a lot of platforms you don't see me on and won't see me on.
Yes, ma'am.
And in the most respectful way ever, I would say it's not because I can't be on those stages. However, I don't go everywhere I'm singing. And I will say understanding what platforms are necessary for, or what stages are necessary for me to go on and that are mutually beneficial. I am able to discern what the proper stages are based on how those individuals conduct business.
Okay.
Not most of the people who do not want to conduct business, they usually have an agenda.
Yes.
If everybody's trying to get their money, if you're trying to get your money and I'm trying to get my money, we shouldn't have any problems. And in my experience of doing business, those people who want to do business, they're trying to protect their assets, and I'm trying to protect mine, and there's a mutual understanding, and there's no issues. So understanding and learning the business helps you honestly weed out a lot of the BS. It keeps you out of a lot of crazy situations, especially if you are a beautiful woman in this industry. Because let's be honest, it's a male-dominated industry, and you have to navigate it a certain way. You can't just take anything. You have to earn your respect, but at the same time, you gotta keep it cute, you know.
Right.
Because you are the brand. So as soon as even though you might be right, as soon as you say something that somebody doesn't like or that a promoter doesn't like, if they trying to hit on you and you tell them even though you may be right, if they feel a certain way, they do talk, and it will go against your character. So there's a way there, just like anything else, there is an etiquette to everything. What's up, West Love?
West Love is in the building. Oh my goodness, the Princess of Southern Soul. I have to get her on here. Like, oh my goodness. I'm serious. Like, I done been in like 2-3 places. I got pictures with West Love at the trail rides and stuff. But
yeah,
I want to say thank you, because I'm honored to have you on the show, because I initially reached out and you told me, you know, when you get a song, you know what I'm saying, we'll work together, what have you. But I noticed that you are very selective, you know what I'm saying, about where you go, how you present it, and the ones who will represent you in the best light. And so I appreciate the time that you're taking to come on to Real2reel360, because that means a lot to me and my brother, because he tells me you're one of the top 5 Mississippi artists of all time. And he's, you know what I mean? So I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? He done just fell in love over there. Maybe he gonna move to Mississippi. I don't know what he gonna do. But
don't do it.
Don't do it, Kay.
Don't get me wrong. We rep Mississippi hard, but everybody, for those of us who have made it out, we made it out for a reason. You know,
it is.
A lot of people that are in the hood are trying to get out the hood, you know?
Right.
So yeah, just keep that in mind. You don't want that smoke, Kay. Listen to everything. Don't
the
do
struggle
it.
in Mississippi is real. The struggle in Mississippi is real.
Don't do it. The mentality.
If you don't have no hunting dogs, don't go. You ain't got no hunting dogs. You don't know how to cut wood. Don't go. It ain't for the weak at heart.
It's literally called like the retirement city. It's called that for a reason.
Right. Now I know that you're under a new label, and you've been branching yourself out, forging a new path for yourself. And with this new label, a lot of the songs that you made prior to aren't out there on different streaming services or anything like that.
Yeah.
But as good journalists, we got one. as good journalists.
Yeah, but hey, I love pushing the boundaries.
Hey, my thing is this here, like the voice. Oh my goodness. I just gotta let you hear.
I will say I hate that for my fans. If you look like you alone.
But this goes out to all the lovers in the world. You know what it feels like to have true
I'm telling you right now, we about to play this right now.
Everybody mad and talking dumb. Women think there's no good men, and men just having fun, trying not to be tied down, but still waiting on the right one. But I'm in love with my man. I'm in love with my man. Baby, let me tell you now, that's a lonely road. For the man that I got now is better than gold. Spoils me just right, pays all my bills. He's my protector in the night. There is nothing I fear. I'm in love with my man. Said I'm in love with my man. I'm so sugar sweet kisses. I'm so nibbles on my ear. I'm so and he gives me the best loving in the world. I'm so he's my listening ear. I'm in love with my man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, whoever is part of that record label, they're gonna be mad at me because I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna let you know it's going down again.
Listen.
Oh my goodness, that song is so beautiful.
What's so funny is that was my least favorite.
For real?
When I recorded it, it was the one that I didn't. It was the one I liked the least.
You know,
but I wrote it because I felt like, well, during that time, because keep in mind that song is like what 5-6 years old.
mm-hmm.
When I wrote it, I felt like in the Southern Soul and Blues community,
Mm-hmm.
it was a lot of kind of downgrading men. It was either he cheating or Mr. Charlie, and you know, it was just a lot of degrading. So I was like, everybody ain't bitter and mad at they man. Like, people actually love their men. Like, but I felt like we needed a song. They needed a song. So
thank you.
I'm in love with my man came about, and it was the one everybody loved the most. And I thought that was so fun. To this day, like people will still request it, and I'm just like,
But you know why? It's because of what you're saying, that majority of the music is either something negative in a relationship. She stepped out or he stepped out. Nobody's talking about being in love with each other. They're saying they got a relationship, but that woman outside in the street got my heart. You know what I mean? That type of situation.
I will say this too, like back in the day, songs used to teach us what love was, or they used
Right.
to teach us those life lessons, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
have that anymore. So a lot of, and I ain't gonna lie, like Southern Soul has kind of brought in kind of the younger generation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's safe to say, like, a lot of them don't know what love is. They can't sing about what they don't know about, or they're not taking the time to learn about. So you're not gonna hear a lot of that. It's like,
And
where would they get the inspiration from? Especially now, a lot of people are admitting they've never seen happily married couples. Everybody they've seen got divorced. They mama them, they auntie, they grandmama them, whatever. They
mm-hmm.
they rarely see happy marriages or marriages that work or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
they can't sing about what they don't know, what they don't see. They don't get the inspiration. They're not, they don't see it.
Right.
They don't know.
Now, to piggyback off of what you said, because earlier you talked about the cassette when they had the lyrics inside, so I figured like
Uh-huh.
we're around the same demographic. So what I'm about to say,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying, you'll understand. You remember back in the days when you was courting, there used to be
Mhm.
that love song in the back when the guy was on the phone
Yes. Yes.
talking. He trying to
Yes.
put that real low voice on, trying to
It
sound sweet.
used to be all purpose. So you could play it in the car while you riding with your girl on the way
Yeah.
to the, and even if it makes it back to the crib, like they fit any occasion, and it could be the same songs that played at your homegirl wedding that you went
Hmm.
to,
Hmm.
and the reception. Like, they would fit any occasion.
Right. And you know that dance. See, people don't realize like back in the days that right slow song would
Uh-huh.
put you in a relationship. It would
Yes.
put you in a
Yeah.
whole relationship. You would
It would
fall
make
in
you
love on that
consider
dance
the
floor.
whole movie. Like, what? Like, it'll, like, now we drink for them to look good, but back in the day, you turn the right song on.
That's it.
Listen.
I tell you, when they would play back in the days at the dances, like that Keith Sweat, you may be young, but you ready, right and wrong.
And even if you were too scared to ask the girl for a dance, you were still gonna be on the sideline talking about, that's my song.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room was gonna sing that song. And
Everybody.
back in the day, it wasn't uncool to sing those songs. Like, as a man, it's like now they
Mhm.
have to sing the gender specific songs. Like,
Right.
if they like a Anita Baker, if a man would sing Anita Baker back in the day, oh, that was like the sexiest thing ever. Versus now, if that Negro is singing Sexy Red, run, sis. Run. So it used to didn't be gender specific, but now, because music has changed so much, yeah.
and I wanted to talk to you about that because the way music has changed, the way people do business in the music has changed.
Uh,
How has it changed for you as an artist?
I hate it. I'm gonna be honest. I hate it because anytime you have to do all of that, when you gotta go, you have to go through so much to handle business now.
Hmm.
And if you're, as an artist who does handle my back office,
Hmm.
there's so much time spent being the boss.
Hmm.
It doesn't leave a lot of time for me to be the artist.
Mm.
It takes away from my time of sitting with a song and writing about it, or sitting with my experiences and writing a song and composing, some music, or just taking that time because, number one, you got shit to do.
Right, right.
Language, but and not only that, um, it affects the artist and promoter relationship,
Hmm.
because as an artist, for those who have somebody handling their stuff, they don't have to worry about the negotiations
Hmm.
or any of the BS. All they
Hmm.
know is when it's time to show up to this event, they know what they're supposed to sing, the set. They're worried about the things that the singer is supposed to be worried about. versus when you handle the business side of it, you see the staff or the promoter in a different light because you were there when they tried to lowball you or when they made little comments about, okay, but don't nobody know her though. And she, you know what I'm saying? Like the things that happen in those conversations when the artist is privy to that, it affects their working relationship with you moving forward. Whereas it shouldn't be that way.
I was going to say to you, like, coming, because you've been in the business for 20 years and you paid your dues. At what point do an artist not have to pay his dues anymore and get paid for their actual work?
Honestly, there's always an avenue to get paid. And this is what to kind of go back and be honest, even though I've or put my time in this game, believe it or not, every other day when we're handling these negotiations, everybody wants to pretend that they don't know who I am.
They lying.
I know. I know. We know. However, as from the business perspective, I get why they would say that. However, it's just one of those things. So I say that to say, the day you decide to start, if you got something that people want to hear, charge your worth. Because if we be honest, if you wait on the people to understand your value or know your worth, baby, you'll never get paid.
Right.
So you have to invest in you and believe in you first. Like what comes from the heart reaches the heart. If you believe that you are that girl and you got what it takes, then set your price, charge your price, and stand on it. However, if you're going to charge a steep price, you better make sure your back office looks like that. Even if you don't have a team, it better look like you got one.
Right.
Like if you charging a couple thousand, like business wise, brand wise, platform wise, your imprints, your numbers, it better show it because you lose all of your leverage. And so I think from the beginning, and what a lot of people don't seem to take into account as singers, we ain't got to be on the big stages and the big shows. Those seem to be the hardest negotiations, but it's like artists can always go do a gig. There's always some kind of karaoke, some kind of performance, some kind of show. They are always open and welcoming artists. So an artist can always go make a check, and it doesn't have to be on your platform or this platform or that platform or that stage. So I really urge the promoters to stop being so privy about their stage and stop being about booking for the stage. Don't get me wrong. I understand ROI better than that is the next person. But if you're poaching an artist, let it be because you believe in that artist and you believe that artist's gift will be an asset to your show. And that's it. Because otherwise it'll cut out all this little chaos on who reaching out to who and who should,
Right.
Now,
we talking about a whole generation of new artists that are coming into the game. And every day. And everybody is vying for that, like you said, that big stage, that Spring Fling, that Tri-County Blues show, that Spring Fever, to be on those big stages. But there's only like one or two promoters that does those big shows. But there's a lot of smaller promoters that can get you working and get you to pay your bills every week. Do you feel like sometimes people overlook the smaller promoters because it's not the venue that they were looking for?
To be honest, and they'll shoot me for this. It's not I am almost 98% sure
Mm-hmm.
the artist isn't the one doing the overlooking.
Okay. Okay.
Because even statistics will show, and everybody can attest.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us in this Southern Soul game, and even
Right.
other genres, we're not getting paid for half of the stages that we're on. And that's the understanding that you have to do promo and you have to do the free stuff before, whoop whoop or whatever. And that's a myth. However, the big stage, the so-called big stages, and I'll explain why I'm quoting that, air quoting that.
Mm-hmm.
But the big stages, it's about the business. The way the business is handled for those big stages are not handled like the way the promoters are doing it for the smaller stages. And that's where I go back to what I was saying, the statement I made before. Because it's a big stage and it's spring fling and whatever, those promoters know what the turnout is going to be like. So that's what they leverage. Like, they're still not giving you anything tangible. They're still only promising an opportunity. You may get on spring fling and you might not even get no bookings afterwards. Nobody might not even care to follow you afterwards. Promoters can't predict, sometimes that kind of stuff they can't predict. But however, they'll give the opportunity to people because they have the leverage. They can charge for it. They have turnouts. But I say that again to say, if you know your business, then you would understand spring fling is the biggest stage here. There are a bunch of other big stages and even bigger stages elsewhere.
Yes.
However, so unless you know that, then yeah, you would care about getting on the big stages. It would be a big deal. Versus for me, no, you may not see me on the Tri-County stage. However, you might see me on Broadway. So I mean, it depends on what your goal setting is, what your expectations are, understanding the business side of it. There's always room for negotiation. And most people who like to sing, they sing for a living, they sing for a passion. You could probably go to karaoke into a wing spot every weekend and see this person sing with no money, and they'll give 100%. So like I said, I highly doubt that it's usually the artist, because there's, just like you said, there's somebody popping up every day.
Yes.
Now, I will say, now that's only in this one genre. However, that just goes to show people are believing in their gift and they're stepping out on faith for it. They're not waiting for somebody to come do it for them. So a promoter for what? Most of these artists are independent. They're funding their own career. So if we be clear, most of the stages that they're on, they're already singing for free. They won't mind singing for free. However, if they're not on that stage, 9 times out of 10, it's the business. It's the things that the promoter is requiring, or what they're saying in regards, whatever. Most promoters feel like those stages are theirs. Those shows are theirs. And don't get me wrong, I understand the investment, and to an extent, it is theirs. However, booking an artist should be about you believing in their gift, believing in their talent, and it being an asset to your show. So that's mutually beneficial for the artist and for the promoter. Not, no, I can make you big by putting you on this stage because of who come to my shows. And so negotiations start to be in that area, and for some people, and I feel like that's where they kind of start to take advantage, because there are some people who are hungry just out there and feel that they need to be on these stages. But if it's an opportunity, then it's an opportunity. And that's just what it is.
Now I got a question even on that part. When you're on these big stages and you have all these different artists that are performing, what is it about everybody's doing the same thing? I would think that if I was an artist and I'm going on the stage and I know that there's 10, 15 different artists coming on, and I'm in the middle, front, back, whatever the case may be, my performance has to stand out. So when you perform, you know who LJ is. You're left saying, okay, she could sing, she provided this, or she did this, or you could talk about something that stood out, even though you was on a stage with other individuals. Do you feel that since the way the music business is now, there is no artist development, so they're not learning how to actually perform
Mm-hmm.
and entertain the crowd?
I do. But again, just like you said, like to me, I feel like you answered the question in that,
Mhm.
because again, we only see this happening
Here,
predominantly in one genre.
right.
So, however, I say that to say, but that's what's been encouraged.
Hmm.
Let's for prime example, King George, hottest
Hmm.
artist out right now, right?
Hmm.
Everybody that has sampled his song, when he did Come On and Leave or whatever,
Hmm.
everybody that sampled that song, whether it was in their track or whether they did a remix or a remake of it,
Hmm.
they're booking shows, they're booked and busy.
Hmm.
It was encouraged. So if you're a new and upcoming artist, and let's be honest, in Southern Soul, a lot of these artists are singing their original music. If you go to other R&B shows, or you go to other shows, Jasmine Sullivan, before she was Jasmine Sullivan, she was known for her covers.
Hmm.
In other genres, they get known by doing the covers first, and then usually release their originals later.
Hmm.
Or they do remakes of covers or sample covers.
Hmm.
Whereas in Southern Soul, you coming out the gate just with your original music.
Mm.
And it's hard to connect with people because you got to find your tribe. You have to find your target audience.
Hmm.
And that's kind of hard to do. So it's going to be a little harder. So if I'm an upcoming artist, a new artist, and I just wrote this music, but I'm not getting recognition, then of course I'm going to do what the other people did to get well known or to get these bookings, because where else am I going to learn what to do?
Hmm.
A&R usually is there to help do that. However, in order to have A&R, you got to have some labels.
Right.
In order to have labels, you also got to make this genre submissible. Like even when we do songs, like my song I did share, when I submitted, Southern Soul is not a category for me to submit it in.
Mm.
So it's hard to have a label
Hmm.
for something that Southern Soul right now is not classified anywhere as a genre.
Mm.
So this is what I don't get, I don't get how everybody doesn't get it, but Southern Soul is kind of a democracy. Like all the rules, there's no handbook.
Hmm.
There's all of the rules are kind of being made up by us as we go. We've created our own platform. We've had to create our own radio. We created the entire circuit.
Hmm.
So I don't think there really is a way to say this is right or wrong, because no structure or no foundation has ever been laid for anybody to compare it to. I mean, in the real world, I mean, in the other genres, they have the label, they have these bylaws, they got because it's a business, it's an
Right.
entire corporation, it's an empire, and it's submitted to the government, and they pay taxes, and they do write-offs and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't happen over here. So again, the art, just like you said, the artists are emulating the artists that they see, and as an industry, as a Southern Soul community, we're also emulating what we've seen in other genres. We're doing the same thing.
Shout out Danielle Renee is in the building. Thank you for chiming in, Danielle Renee. I see you bring out all the stars. You bring out all the stars.
That's all courtesy of Uncle Verge. It is my I just work here. I just
now
everybody else does all the work.
I tell you, I got to get off into share, because I'll tell you right now, this right here is a great interview. It's very informative. Those who are listening to this interview, please take notes about what is actually being discussed at this moment in time, because this is just putting everybody up on game at this moment. So the honest truth about the business and how you need to look at it and really take your time, this is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, this is Share, and we gonna share it for everybody else. You understand me? This is how we do. You see something here.
This is for all the ladies that want their own man. Next time a man come in your face and he got a woman, this is what you ought to tell him. Listen, stop flirting with me when you got a woman at home. If I can't be the only one, then leave me the hell alone. I'm looking for a man who I can call my very own. Someone who can turn this house into a home. And I'm not gonna be nobody's fool. If I can't be the only one, then I'm not the girl for you. I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. Yeah.
Y'all better sing it.
Yes.
I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. One more thing I wanna say. Wanna be the one you're sleeping with. Wanna be the one you love. That's not what you want. Go and find you another girl. See, I'm the kind of woman you keep. Want a man that's real good to me. I only have one vacancy. Nobody else, just you and me. 'Cause I'm not gonna be nobody's fool. If I can't be the only one, then I'm not the girl for you. I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. No. Yeah. I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. Ooh. I want a man.
Do y'all hear that voice?
Ooh, real man. I don't want no part-time lover. But remember this, I don't want to be nobody's fool. If I can't be the only one, then I'm not the girl for you. I don't want to share. I want a man all to myself. Yeah. Listen, see, I don't want to share. I want a man all to myself.
Our own man.
I don't want your man.
And I'm sure he ain't trying to share either.
He know what's good for him, he won't. You'll be surprised though. But the women, I'm telling y'all, this song has surprised me. The women have surprised me with this song. Even when they hear it, it's so relatable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about they be being petty with this song. Like, Even my mother, I was like, I already got somebody to send this to right now. I'm like,
You know, it's funny because it's always, you know what I'm saying, don't want to share the man. But a woman creeps better than men.
Yes. Yes.
A man, see, first of all, a man get caught just because he don't went outside to the store. A woman ain't even got to leave the house and can creep.
Let's not even get into double standards. We can't do what y'all do. We've accepted it, and everyone else should too. I really do. I need for us as a people, as a country, as a nation, to stop comparing us. It's never meant to be the same. God made one of us right brain creatures. He made one of us left brain creatures. It's the way it's supposed to be. Stop sitting there talking about where y'all get to do it, we get to do it. So what? And it was funny, like most of us, we're parents. Y'all don't buy your daughter a Barbie doll and say that it's the same thing, that, you know, she's supposed to let her little brother play with it too. So let's come on. Y'all know how this works. Let's come on, people. I'm using selective application. Goodness. We know better.
I'll tell you what. I'm going right back into this song right here. This is the new single by LJ. Make sure that y'all listen to this song. Go get this song and download this song, because I was going to play the other song, but I got to play this one here 2-3 times because of the words alone. So y'all make sure y'all listen.
Don't be no fool.
Don't be nobody fool. All right, let's go. Woo! You got one right here. You got a hit right here. Woo!
This is for all the ladies that want their own me. Next time a man come in your face and he got a woman, this is what you ought to tell him. Listen, stop flirting with me when you got a woman at home. If I can't be the only one, then leave me the hell alone. I'm looking for a man who I can call my very own. Someone who can turn this house into a home. And I'm not gonna be nobody's fool. If I can't be the only one, then I'm not the girl for you. I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. Yeah. I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. One more thing I wanna say. Wanna be the one you're sleeping with. Wanna be the one you love. That's not what you want. Go and find you another girl. See, I'm the kind of woman you keep. Want a man that's good to me. I only have one vacancy. Nobody else, just you and me. Cause I'm not gonna be nobody's fool. If I can't be the only one, then I'm not the girl for you. I want a man all to myself. I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. Ooh. I want a man, real man. I don't want no part-time lover. But remember this, I don't want to be nobody's fool. If I can't be the only one, then I'm not the girl for you. I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. Yeah. Listen, see, I don't wanna share. I want a man all to myself. Oh, I don't want your man, and I don't want our man. I want my man, yeah. Oh.
Songs like that is gonna make men just pack up and leave home. DJ Fuji's in the building. They gonna pack up and leave home because they ain't trying to be caught up in that sharing business.
That's the plan. If everybody would just get on board, we can start a new trend.
That's it. That's it.
Y'all didn't read the instructions. Y'all couldn't read the instructions.
Now, I'm going to play my song one more time before we get up out of here because we're getting close to getting up out of here. But I got to play my song one more time. All right? I got to play my song one more time.
Yeah. You look like you in love.
Look like you're in love. That's what I'm talking about.
To all the lovers in the world that know what it feels like to have true love. Everybody mad and talking.
Everybody.
Women think there's no good men, and men think all women want some. Either they live in double lives, or they're just having fun, trying not to be tied down, but still waiting on the right one. But I'm in love with my man. I'm in love.
Gotcha. She said, okay. He want that MP3 to share. Yeah.
Okay. They gonna be mad. I told you to start, though.
Woo.
Thank you,
Hey, they wasn't good at pulling it down.
They ain't gonna be able to find it. They ain't gonna be able to find it.
They ain't gonna be able to find. Hey, they wasn't good at pulling it down. I tell you. Women, y'all need to learn the words to this song right here. Go learn the words to this song right here.
I ain't gonna learn it, child.
They can go ahead and play this interview twice.
And he gives me the best love in the world. He's my listening ear. I'm in love with my man. I'm in love with
Woo! Now, just in case y'all wanted to get a copy of that song right there, I'm selling it behind the scenes for $19.95. $19.95.
No, God is not pleased.
I'm telling you, I'm taking it back to the Walmart days when you could go to
y'all.
FYE and get the cassettes. $19.95 right here. Exclusive.
No,
You can't find it nowhere.
No. We're not helping them make money. We helping me. We supposed to be helping me.
I'm trying to help you. We're going to break bread.
That's the wrong team. We can't make money on that. That's why they took it down. They can't sneeze on my coin.
But I tell you, DJ Food said that he will play it on Wednesdays on KDHX 81.FM Wednesdays. You know what I mean? So once
they gonna
I could you want me to send it over to him or you're gonna send it over to him?
It don't matter.
Okay. Hey, Fuji, I'll send it over to you. I'll send it over to you. And but yeah, I tell you, it's I had a good time tonight. You hear me?
Y'all real bad.
Hey, you know, one for one, I will say this: like any artist that comes on our show, we want to celebrate that artist. The hard work that you done put in, and for the last 20 years, being as professional when it comes down to the music, and being a phenomenal artist, you deserve your flowers. You deserve to be somewhere where you're celebrated. And we wanted to celebrate you together, me and my brother, but he got sick. So that let me do what I do. You know what I mean? I celebrate my way.
Yeah.
You know and I've been looking forward to this interview for a long time. You sung, I think it was you and Lou was together singing because I have the video. And oh my goodness, it was crazy because her voice and your voice together, it was like
phenomenal. Yes, she's a beast.
And my thing is, you two on a record. Oh my god.
We have been trying. We are trying to make that happen, and the schedule kept conflicting, and we couldn't make it work. But it's not to say that it won't happen.
Man, when I tell you again, I want to thank you so much for coming on Real2reel360. It's been an honor and a privilege. Can you tell all the people that have been watching that will watch the replay of this show and interview, how can they get you booked for a show? Where can they get share? Because you can't get I'm in love with my man unless you talk to Josh and Mel on the side. But
that is correct, folks.
But how can they get you for a show, right? Book you for a show, and where can they get your music?
So you can find me in all of my social media handles at ljofficial.com. That's ELLEJAI official.com, all one word. There you can follow my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, whatever. And my booking link is also there. Or if you, for those, I understand people don't like to, for those who don't like to handle business or like to handle it a different way, you can hit up Bruce, none other than Bruce Smith, Mr. Smoke himself, or Uncle Verge.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to go viral right here. This comment right here to go viral, but it's kind of going viral in the comment section. I didn't mean for it to go viral, but it kind of starting to go viral in the comment section.
Y'all are fired. Y'all are fired. All right, cut and print. Beautiful guys. Dynamite. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
How the little disclaimer go? I do not own any copyrights to that music or to these subscriptions and these sales.
Oh my goodness. But LJ, I want to say to you that you are welcome to come back at any time that you want to. You're not, you know what I'm saying, a guest here, your family. This is your home. So any new music, any new show, anything that you like to promote, please come on back and let us help you with that, because it would be an honor for us.
Okay, thank y'all so much.
Now, to all the individuals who are watching from Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, thank y'all for chiming in. But also,
all streaming platforms.
Yes, and make sure you get
on my pages there. My hyperlink or my link tree is all on my socials, so the video is there as well.
That's right. Make sure y'all download that video. Go to YouTube, download that video. Make sure that you share that video. Make sure you tell individuals that you have heard one of the greatest artists in the business. Now, Kay, go lay down somewhere. Please, go lay down somewhere. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Go lay down. Go lay down.
Look at it.
Go lay down. Go
now
lay down. Go lay down.
Man. Kay, quit playing, man. Quit playing, Kay. Like, quit playing, man.
I'm not new to the game. I'm not new to this.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I want to make sure that everybody know that they can hear all this. You can hear share on Live 365, Real2reel360 radio. You also, a copy of this interview will be aired next week on 82.3 in Columbus, Ohio. Also, too, they are affiliated with Live 365. You will definitely be able to see a copy of this interview on Third Coast TV and GC Radio. I think that's everybody that we got at this moment in time, and you'll be able to get the playback on Facebook and YouTube. So, without any further ado, tune in tomorrow. We got Cecily Wilborn. I'm telling you, man, we got nothing but singers, nothing but the best right here on Real2reel360. So, stay behind the scenes for about 2 minutes, because I see my brother done chimed it, you know what I'm saying, back here in the back. You know what I'm saying? He wants to get the little scraggly voice on. So we're gonna get up out of here, and we're gonna do our thing, and we will see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And once again, thank you, LJ, for coming on. Let's go.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing, and tell a friend and keep sharing, because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son. Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of guards and nurses, to all the human families on the planet Earth. I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. To please the man, woman, and child of the you and I first. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe, so we continue to grow, to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time I end it just the way I bring it.